how to do static ankle squeezes. So static ankle squeezes, you're going to need a yoga block or a firm pillow, cushion, something like that. I like using a yoga block because I like having the resistance. And it's basically a position that happens from a static extension position. So if you want a really detailed overview of static extension position, I would recommend that you have a look at one of my other YouTube videos called Static Extension Position, and it will walk you through the kind of base position that you're doing this additional layer from. I will quickly run you through it, but there are lots of things to think about in static extension position, and if you're not fully au fait with the bits and pieces of static extension position, then you'll probably benefit from sticking with that one for a little bit more and then adding this on when you really understand what static extension position should feel like and what it's doing for your body and stuff like that. So have the block to hand, but I will quickly run you through static extension position. So we're on all fours, and we don't do this exercise if our knees hurt or if our wrists hurt. We do not pad underneath our wrists or our knees because that is taking a painkiller when our body is asking us to listen to its wisdom. So we have hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips, the fingers are spread super wide and the palms are flat to the floor. The hand moves forward, about one hand print. We shift the shoulders so that they stay over the wrists and the pelvis moves slightly further forwards than the knees, and we sink down into the shoulder blades. The head relaxes, the belly relaxes, and the shoulders pull away from the ears. So we're not allowing the shoulders to come around the ears like this. We're down in our shoulder blades in what we call retraction, and we're also pulling the shoulders away from our ears into what we call depression. So we're staying in this position. This is static extension. And for the static ankle squeezes, we're going to put the block lengthways in between our feet. So the length of the yoga block is in between our feet, like that way. Tops of the feet stay on the floor. So we're trying our hardest to not be like this through our feet. We're trying to keep the feet on the floor, and that's going to change how the legs are working. We're taking our static extension position like I just walked you through. So we're in the shoulder blades. We're rolling the kind of fleshy inner armpits inwards, pulling the shoulder blades away from the head, relaxing our head and our neck down, staying down in the shoulder blades, rocking pelvis forwards into extension. And what we're going to do with our feet is starting from the big toe and maintaining the squeeze through the inner edge of the feet into the heel. We're going to squeeze, hold, release with the feet. Squeeze, hold, release. So my feet are driving into the block, they're holding for a beat, and then they're relaxing. Squeeze, hold, release. I'm making sure that I'm making contact with my big toe joints, the inner edge of the feet, and the ankle as I do this. I'm not just like jabbing my ankles in or jabbing my toes in. I'm making sure that that squeeze with the block is even through the entire foot. And as I try and do that, I'm really making sure that I'm not then compensating with my shoulders or my upper body. So this is why being practiced in static extension position might be really helpful, because if you don't understand what you're feeling for in static extension position and you're not very strong in it, you're probably not going to do this exercise very well. So focus on things one thing at a time, and you can layer things on as you understand more in the future. So I'll walk us through 15 reps here. Where we should be feeling it is kind of in our glutes. So yes, there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on in the upper body, but what the feet are doing as they squeeze into the block, they are activating some external rotation deep in our glute muscles. So that's really where this should be being felt if your feet can talk to your pelvis correctly. So that's the caveat. I feel this better on one side than the other. My left leg is more dysfunctional than my right, so I feel this more strongly on my right hand side than I do on my left. So setting ourselves up, head relaxed, still maintaining our steady, calm, diaphragmatic breathing. If you can't maintain the breathing, then you shouldn't be doing the exercise. Squeezing with the feet, with the whole inner edge of the feet. Off we go, shoulders away from ears. Squeeze, hold, release. Squeeze, hold, release. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that is static ankle